Some horror stories announce themselves. You press play and know whatever appears belongs to a fictional world. Internet horror often arrives differently. It appears in a forum post, a buried photograph, an unexplained video, or a document never meant to become public. It does not always feel like a story being told to you. Sometimes it feels like evidence you accidentally found. And once you find it, curiosity takes over. You keep reading, you enlarge the photograph, and by the time you wonder whether you should stop, you have already seen too much. Few creatures capture that fear better than SCP-096, one of the anomalies documented by the fictional SCP Foundation. SCP stands for Special Containment Procedures. The Foundation's motto is Secure, Contain, Protect. SCP-096 is sometimes called the Shy Guy. Normally, it is passive, quiet, almost withdrawn, but there is one rule that cannot be broken. You cannot see its face. Spoilers ahead. One of the most disturbing SCP-096 incidents begins with an ordinary photograph taken during a mountain expedition. The photograph is not supposed to contain a creature, but somewhere in the distant background, SCP-096 is there, so small that its face occupies only 4 pixels. 4 pixels. The man who owns it may not understand what he has seen, but understanding does not matter. Intent does not matter. You do not have to recognize the face. You only have to look at it. The photograph remained harmless for years because no one looked closely enough. Then one day, someone did. A threat had been hidden inside an ordinary image, waiting for curiosity. Once someone sees SCP-096's face directly in a photograph or in a recording, the creature changes. It covers its face and begins crying, screaming, and making sounds that feel disturbingly human. Then it starts moving towards the person who saw it. It does not need directions. It simply knows where that person is. And according to the file, no known barrier can stop it once the pursuit begins. Most horror monsters become dangerous when you enter their territory. You walk into the wrong house, open the wrong door, travel too deeply into the woods. SCP-096 does not require you to go anywhere. The danger can come through a screen while you sit inside your own home. The computer is no longer showing you a monster. It has told the monster that you exist. The name Shy Guy almost makes SCP-096 sound harmless. There is something pitiful about it before the chase begins. It hides his face, cries, seems tormented by the knowledge that someone has seen it. For one moment, it almost resembles the victim, but its distress does not make it safe. The viewer may have seen the face accidentally and closed the image. None of that changes what happens next. Once SCP-096 is triggered, the viewer becomes its only concern. There is no warning you can obey afterward, no apology you can make. You crossed the line before you knew the line existed. Once SCP-096 begins moving, the story removes every comforting answer. You cannot outrun it. You cannot injure it badly enough to make it stop. And you cannot hide somewhere so remote that it loses interest. In one Foundation experiment, a test subject was lowered inside a sealed deep-sea capsule nearly 11,000 meters into the Tonga Trench. At the time, SCP-096 was being held in a temporary containment cell far away. The subject was shown a photograph of SCP-096's face. SCP-096 breached containment, crossed the distance separating them, entered the ocean, and descended until it reached the capsule. A locked house is not enough. A fortified building is not enough. An ocean trench is not enough. Once it knows where you are, the only question is how long it will take to arrive. And during that wait, every sound might feel like the beginning of the end. Something outside, something moving closer. The damage is done before the victim knows they are in danger. You can close the photograph, delete the file, turn off the computer, lock the door, but none of these actions can undo the moment your eyes receive the image. The viewer does not even need to understand what they saw. A nearly invisible face is enough. That makes every copy dangerous, and the internet is built to copy things. An image can be downloaded, reposted, cropped, archived, or sent to a friend. Once something appears online, controlling who sees it becomes almost impossible. SCP-096 is frightening on its own, but placing a creature like that on the internet turns it into something worse, a threat that can spread without moving until someone looks. That is part of what makes internet horror feel so close. It often disguises itself as something practical. A classified report, security images, an emergency broadcast, a set of instructions, an abandoned website documenting something from years ago. These stories borrow the language of information rather than traditional storytelling. There may be no hero and no clear explanation of where the material came from. You are simply presented with the file and invited to investigate. And investigating makes you a part of the story. You scroll, zoom in, read the redacted sections, replay the strange moment, search for an explanation. In most horror movies, curiosity belongs to the characters. Internet horror gives it directly to the audience. You are the one opening the door, and the better the story works, the less certain you become that closing the page will close that door again. If an internet horror story has ever made you shut off your screen and check the room around you, tell me which one in the comments. At the beginning, there was only a person sitting in front of a computer, a dark room, a collection of strange images, something disturbing but safely contained behind glass. Now the screen is dark, the file is closed, and the room no longer feels empty. A photograph is normally proof that something existed. This photograph becomes proof that something may now be coming. A horror movie frightens us with what it shows. Internet horror can frighten us with the possibility that we have already seen something we were never meant to see. Something hidden in the background, something occupying only a few pixels, something that does not care whether we understood what we saw. Some monsters hunt because they are hungry. SCP-096 hunts because you looked. And once it starts hunting you, you realize the screen was never a barrier at all. This is the Quiet Unease. Stay safe until we meet again.